Well, hello, this is Tamsin Denning. I am going to share with you a quick, easy recipe, but you have to be patient and this takes time. It's fried chicken. And a lot of people say that they have enjoyed my fried chicken. It's actually a whole lot more simple than you would think it would be. So, first off, you're going to need, I like to use disposable trays. Just a tray with some paper lining to catch that fried chicken grease. And believe it or not, this chicken comes out, it's not even greasy actually. Okay. And we don't eat like this all the time, but I've learned this recipe with my grandma and my sister, and I've just carried it on. Very simple. So anyways, I usually use just a large pot, about halfway full, with vegetable oil, canola oil, peanut oil. I would not use olive oil because olive oil burns. Okay, so you're going to need something like this to catch the splash of the grease. I have a damp cloth. I usually have a rag or a towel on the floor to catch any splatters, and get you some tongs, a spoon, a grease popping tray or cover that's going to go on here. And I'm going to try to do this with one hand. I'm not a professional with this. These are the two main ingredients I use for my fried chicken. I've used different things. I will at times add mustard, yellow mustard to this, and the yellow mustard acts kind of like a binding agent that makes more of like a buttermilk type of coat due to the vinegar. I don't want to do that today because you'll find that you might have to replace your oil throughout the cooking because of that. Anyways, I'm not going to make a whole bunch of. My son Seth could probably eat all this by himself. These are 3 packs of chicken wings. It cost me about $8 a pack this morning. And so I usually will cook about twice or 3 times the amount of this chicken if I have my full family over. They love to eat meat and chicken. So again, these are your ingredients. I wash my chicken. Yes, I do. And this is completely bleached, my sink. And so I find this is the way my dad, my grandma used to do it, my sister. It's so much easier, and you just bleach it afterwards. Why do I wash that chicken? And my pork and stuff, you'll find there's meat shavings and all kinds of stuff on that chicken. So that's my preference. That is just my preference. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go in, and you can season this as much as you want. I'm going to do my first coat of the garlic salt, my second coat of the Lawry's seasoning salt. I'm going to give it a little turn, okay? And you could put as much of this as you desire. Don't over salt it, because if you over salt it, you're gonna find you can't really fix it. Okay, so let's go in with a little bit more, just a little bit more of that garlic, and a little taste more of that Lawry's seasoning salt. Again, if I put mustard in, I'll put mustard in at this point and just squirt a few tablespoons on and mix it again with my hands, like I'm doing like this, okay? Mixing it with my hands, okay? Mix thoroughly. I do not put pepper in my chicken because it makes the flour dark, and the more seasonings you put in fried chicken, I find it burns. Starts to burn. So these are my simple little ingredients I use, okay? I'm going to go over here, and this is my bag of flour. Simple. Just grab you a grocery bag or a large plastic bag. If it's a trash bag from your kitchen, make sure it's not one of those scented lavender bags, because the meat will pick up that taste. All this is probably about 4 cups of regular flour, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring my flour over here, okay? See that? And I'm going to go ahead and stick my first batch. Actually, I'll put about half of this in there. Half of this, okay, you all? Half of it. So I'm going to put half of this chicken in that side. I'm going to leave this other half over here. You don't want your chicken frozen, okay? You want to start out with, like, you know, refrigerated temperature chicken. You don't want it frozen. Why? Because if it's frozen at the bone, it's not going to cook right on the inside, and then that's when you find and you get that weird bleeding and stuff that comes out of your chicken, okay? I'm trying to do this. Usually I'm used to doing it with 2 hands, but I'm going to try one. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You take this bag and you're going to go ahead and flop. Let's get rid of this right here. You're going to flop this around, okay? You're going to hold it tight, and it's easier with 2 hands, but you're going to kind of move that chicken around, let it get completely coated in there. Leave it in that side of the sink, okay? See that? See? And you can get in there with your hand, okay? You can get in there with your hand. Get in there and flop it and coat the rest of that chicken around in there, okay? Just like that. Just get in there. Okay, it's messy, but that's why we're keeping it in the sink, okay? It's very easy to clean up. Okay, see how simple that was? Very simple. I don't mess around with battered chicken. I mean, I guess I could, but no, that's not what we're going to do. So over here, I had preheating my oil. And you want that oil screaming hot. And I can tell it is because it's already jiggling. So you want to know how you tell it's really hot? You're going to take a little drop of water and you're going to go like this. And you're gonna hear that little sizzle, pop, you know, it's ready. I've been working around oil a long time. The thing of it is you can't be afraid of it, but you have to use wisdom. Keep like a canister of salt around in case you accidentally have a grease fire. You do not want to cook a ton of chicken in this pot all at once. Overcrowding is going to cause sogginess, and your chicken is not going to crisp. Another thing, you don't want to be flipping your chicken and flipping it and flipping it. That's going to make the coat fall off, and it's going to make it come out soggy. So you'll see, you're gonna put that chicken in, and you're gonna let that cook and brown up, and then you can kind of stir it around a bit, flip it, and then finish it off. And you want that chicken to come out golden brown, all right? Not light tan. You want that golden brown. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to take my chickens very carefully. And what you want to do is, look, jiggle them off. Shake that excess flour off. Take them right over here. And you're going to just carefully drop them bad boys in there. Okay? Just like that. See how I'm doing that? Shake, and most of the time I use chicken legs, drop them in there. Chicken legs because they're inexpensive. But today, Daddy got paid, so we're splurging. Shake, and drop them little guys in there. See that? And I think I could fit. Shake, bring them on over. Let me see. I don't want to overcrowd it. So I think that's about how many I am going to put in right now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully position that chicken in there, like just like that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just let that cook and cook and cook and brown up. And they should not be sticking together. Just let that brown up, and about halfway through, you can go ahead and go in with your tongs and give them things a turn. And when they're nice and dark brown and crispy, then you can ladle them out one at a time with this spoon. Okay, I'm going to put my screen on here. I don't like to clean up a lot of oil. Okay, and another thing with that oil, let that completely cool off for 24 hours or several hours, and then I dump my excess oil into 2 grocery bags, just like this. Put them together, dump that old oil in here when it's cool, and tie them up, and then you can dispose of it, okay? You don't want to use it a second time, you know, especially because you've been cooking with raw chicken and all that stuff. So, yes, these little guys are going to be okay in here, because they're going to be going in here next. I say I'm going to do about 4 batches of cooking. Okay, so anyways, hey, and that's it. Don't take that chicken out too early, you guys. And don't be tempted to come over here. I mean, you can kind of move it around. Make sure that oil is getting in between each one of those. But you do not want to take that chicken out too early, because it's not going to come out good. Okay, when you remove it from the oil and you let it drizzle, the oil drizzle off, you put it in here. And if you would like, you could sprinkle some cayenne pepper to bring it up a notch. Or if you would like, you could just get a bowl and make your own, say, honey mustard drizzle or buffalo sauce drizzle, or any kind of a wet drizzle. You can go ahead and drizzle over that chicken, and you can have wings. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay? Tastes like Wingstop. Alrighty? So anyways, that is the chicken recipe. Very simple, very easy. You can use chicken thighs, chicken drumsticks, or chicken wings. Today we did chicken wings because we were, you know, blessed with some extra this time, and my kids love chicken wings. So anyways, hey, this is Mama Tamsin, and I just thought I would do a comfortable, casual, fun video today, just explaining how I make my fried chicken. And I'm not going to wait until it's done cooking, because it's going to take about 15 minutes at least, that first batch. And you want to, again, make sure that chicken is done. I've been in so many places where you bite into chicken and it's rubbery, it's white, it's translucent at the bone. That is not cooked. And people go, isn't that so good? And it's like, no, it's undercooked. It should be kind of coming off of the bone, and the meat should be completely white, completely cooked. Okay, so anyways, hey, I love you. This is Mama Tamsin, and praying you all have a blessed week, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bye-bye now.